Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Wallaby Racing League for round one. We are here in Portugal, and I'm joined by the one and only Matty Skills. Skillsy, thank you so much for joining me, Matt. I appreciate it once again. The Dick Skills Show is here. It is here. Just a quick heads up. If the stream drops out, I will have to restart it. Not the lobby, but the stream. I'll just do it without the overlays and stuff. But guys, we're excited. This is Tier 1. This is the pinnacle of Wallaby Racing League. The fastest guys here. It's going to be interesting. I mean, so far, Tier 3 only had one virtual safety car. Tier 2 had no safety cars and no virtual safety cars. And obviously, a very upset Duck Puncher as he was struggling around this hell of a track. But let's see if these Tier 1 guys can give us an even more exciting show and hopefully go no safety cars as well. No virtual safety cars and get going. Have you included your audio again? Is it not working? They're saying they can't hear you. Give us... Yeah, no worries. Just give us a sec, guys. I'll try. Hang on, before you do.
Yep.
Just try talking now.
Okay.
That should be a bit better. Has that popped up?
Yeah, that's popped up.
Yeah. Sweet as. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. That's my fault. I keep forgetting about this new Twitch thing.
And the sound's just come back as well. My game sound.
There we go. Even better.
People miss my
Sorry,
line.
sorry about that, guys. No worries. Scuzzy, I'm going to get you to take over for a tick, mate. I'm just going to quickly go and see what my daughter's issue is. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Cool, sounds good. Alright, so currently we have out on track. Accelerator sets the first time with 118. 172, we know is quick. And Kozel after that as well. Let us know in the chat who you want me to go around with, and we'll chuck around the track. Hang on a second. Stuff, so I can see some stuff. Cubics coming out mediums, and so OC remix as well. That's very, very interesting. Jack Sully looks like he's got a new helmet. Looks like he's got the green and gold helmet on tonight. Representing Australia. Let's see what he can do. He's currently coming around the third sector. He's obviously done this lap, so this is a banker lap. So we'll ride along. We'll ride on board with Jack Sully and see what he can do. Fresh into Tier 1 for Wallaby Racing League. We're back to tiers. Last year we just had the Tuesday and Sunday nights. This year we have the tiers. So let's go around with Jack Sully. As a nice exit out of that quad. It's a little bit wide there. You want to go a little bit tighter next to that sausage curb. He hugs the inside here. Comes up the uphill left-hander. Try and get back on the throttle as fast as you can here without spinning the tyres. Jack Sully does set a purple first sector. And he's going to be looking at current pole here as left for dead. It's a 178.43. Jack Sully then coming around the middle sector. He's going to come up to a little bit of traffic. Hugs that sausage turn. Here's the tough uphill right-hander and navigates it very well. The Red Bull gets out of the way splendidly as well. So Jack Sully coming up to the end of the second sector. Can he put a purple middle sector in as well? He does. So he goes purple first sector, purple middle sector, and if he can tidy this up to the end of the lap, it looks like Jack Sully will be a contender for pole. As Noodles puts in a 117.508, that's going to be tough to beat. Jack Sully then coming around the main straight. This is DRS 1 over. We're going to put Jack Sully to the 118.220. Not the best third sector. Certainly cost him time there.
Definitely looked like he struggled in that third sector a little bit compared to what the other drivers like Rapid Noodles and Left 4 Dead have been. We've also got some onboard requests for, I think we've got one for Noodles and we've also got one for J-Rad as well. But Noodles looks like he is currently not on a lap because he is invalidated, and we'll have a look at J-Rad when he goes out. Now, some interesting news with J-Rad. J-Rad has only just changed over to no traction control, so it's going to be really interesting watching him. You know, this guy that we've all raced with before in Reaper's 5-lappers, and he's very quick. He's definitely one of the guys to, you know, keep an eye on. But now he's moving over to no traction. It's going to be interesting to see what he can pull out.
That's a worse excuse for slow pace than when my missus says she's got a headache and doesn't want to put out. Honestly, J-Rad, fix your shit. Alright? I know boys in Tier 2 that's been racing no TC for a long time. I reckon he just hasn't had practice, mate.
It's just the contact model. That's all it is.
It's just the contact model. Far out. I told my wife to use the contact model. Far out.
Oi, so Oz Curtis riding on board with Oz Curtis at the moment, currently setting his fastest lap. Gets very squiggly coming out of that downhill right-hander.
Definitely
But
the
manages
nicest
to keep it
guy
on
on the
track.
grid. Definitely the nicest guy on the grid. You know?
Yeah, he's just invalidated as well. Unfortunately, runs a bit wide there. So unless he's now going to set himself up, is he going to go again or is he going to pit? He's going again.
Oz Curtis is that girl that tells you it's not you, it's me. That's who Oz Curtis is. You know? He is that girl. I'm telling you.
I just need some time to find myself.
That's Oz Curtis all over, man. I bet you that's how he breaks up with his girlfriends. 100%.
Definitely.
He's a nice
Abyss currently out on a lap on... I don't know. My tyre chart says that he's out on intermediates, but he's definitely out on the red wall. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That's a bit of a Cody's issue. We'll leave it with them.
Remix puts in a 19.076 with medium tyres. Thinks he's Lewis Hamilton.
So here we go. So once Noodles comes around, we're going to ride on board with him. I'll get rid of all the stuff on the screen except for the mini-map, and then we'll ride on board for Henchman's redemption for a hot lap with Noodles, who's currently on his out lap only just in Sector 2 now. So we've still got a little bit of time to go. Currently, Left for Dead is also on his lap, coming around the penultimate corner now. Let's see where he can put it. Opens up that DRS and stays in P2. Oh, he's actually just going for his lap now, I should say. Sorry, that's my fault.
Here we go.
Is J-Rad out yet?
J-Rad's starting his first lap with no PC.
So here we go. We'll ride on board with him for Zoltan first.
Oh, mate, I don't know. It certainly doesn't look like his first lap with no TC. Hey?
He's doing very well.
For
someone that's only just changed.
He's going quicker than me after doing a year of no TC, mate. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, very slow out of that turn though, out of that hairpin. Stays in 6th gear. You want to drop it up to about 3rd and then quick shift up to 4th like he has done. Power out nice and easy. Up into 5th, 6th, 7th. Hug the curb there. You want to hug a bit more of that curb and then you want to drop it down to about 4th, sit in 4th all the way around. Upshift to 5th like he has. Beautifully done. Drop it down to about 2nd, then quickly upshift up into 4th. Dropped it down to 3rd, so maybe I'm learning some things here. This is the corner that gets like everyone.
Pretty decent lap.
He's done very well.
Right, you can put those excuses in your Bible and spoke of J-Rad. Far out.
And only puts him up to P16. He did warn our team, Alpine, that he is going to be slow around here, and that's alright. If he's learning, he's learning. So, you know, it's something that other people haven't done. You know, Rapid Clappy still sitting on the full traction control. So, I'll call him out.
That's true.
Full traction.
Your boy skills isn't in no TC, mate, you know?
Yeah.
Better than half these drivers, which means I'm better than half the Tier 1 drivers, really. Especially that Kahoot fella. Mate, I heard Kahoot was so scared he didn't even want to drive tonight. That's the word on the street, you know? He's like, I'm not going to pick up any points anyway, so I might as well sit on the bench.
Bremer for Alpine up into P2 with a 117.750. So let's have a look at the top 10 currently as it stands. Noodles with a 117.428 for the Mercedes. They're a very strong team this year. Bremer with the 117.750 for the Alpine. Also a very quick lap. Left for Dead, 117.752 for the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeos are definitely one of the teams to beat. Currently being run by the team principal, two-time champion for WRL, Andy Hannafan. He's doing very well. He's done very well picking his team, and they've had a few podiums and things like that already. Same with Haas. Haas, accelerator up into P4. We had what's his name? RB McFlurry from last night, finishing in P3, I believe. Unfortunately, dropping down due to pens. Hugshug, who is a reserve currently in P5 for the McLaren team here. Jack Sully up into P6 currently on his lap, but he has invalidated, only sitting on 35% ERS, so he might go around again or he might pit. We'll see. B&E Millsy for the Alpha Tauris, sitting in 7th place. Kozel in 8th place for the other Alfa Romeo. Rapid Mickey for the Haas in P9. Cubistic Flunky, another reserve for tonight for the Alpha Tauris, sitting in P10. The shock non-pick for the draft, the guy that I would have thought everyone would have been picking, unfortunately has missed out on that seat. Abyss over in the Williams in P11, Mickey P12, Top currently sitting in P13. I know he is struggling with this track. Restless Orb in P14 has moved down to P15. Striker up into P16, JRAD P17, JBO P18, Waddington P19, and Oz Curtis in last place, who has not even set a lap yet. Same with Waddington for that matter.
Yes, Oz Curtis, just as you mentioned it, mate, Oz Curtis goes P2 with 117.
Bam, straight up in there.
Abyss is also finishing another hot lap. No, he's don't dive into the pits, it's not quick enough. And OC Remix, where he should be up into P5, a 117.753.
Well, I'll tell you what, Easy Reaper would be cheering right now. Both his Ferrari drivers sitting in the top 5. Plus his driver last night finishing, I believe, in P7, maybe P6, depending on how things go. But he strong points for him last night. Unfortunately, he himself finishing out of the points. But if these guys can keep this up, Ferrari in Tier 1 are going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Well, Oz Curtis and Remix, mate, what a couple of picks. They are quick.
Oh, what a duo.
I don't know how Remix got picked so late. He's so quick.
Yeah, he didn't get picked.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Well, we had Mr. Cheat, Mr. Hacker,
That's
kept
right.
booted from the league, and Remix picked up his spot.
Remix didn't get picked in the draft. That is absolutely surprising. That is surprising. So a couple of lads out there at the moment. Accelerator, Watto, Millsy and Striker all out there. The rest of the pit, everyone else in the pits, waiting for the track to evolve. We have 3 minutes left to qualifying here. Noodles with a 117.428. Oz Curtis just behind him. He does have the pace to chase him down. As
An accelerator
goes a 117.267. He says, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Accelerator can put a fast lap out, but when it comes to the race, he does have trouble staying on track.
That he does, actually. So we've currently got Cubistic Flunky on a lap right now, just about to start his lap, I should say. As he now opens up that DRS and powers down. Let's see how he can go. Currently sitting in P15, definitely not where he wants to be. Cuts a lot of turn 1, which is excellent. Then you want to take a bit of turn 3, I should say. You don't want to take a bit too much like he has done there. It's a bit too much of that curve. We've got a yellow flag. It looks like another driver is just getting out of Haas's way. That's no issue. But he opens up that DRS, now drops right the way down into gear 3. Up early, shift into tier... Oh, no, he doesn't. Sits there and gets a bit of wheel spin coming out of that hairpin turn there.
And it is absolutely Mitchell Freeway coming out of the pit lane at the moment. All the cars are bunched up. This should be great fun for the last lap.
Well, so Noodles is on his outlap, so we're going to run on board with him for his final lap, because I think he's going to be the one to watch. You know, you've got Accelerator, who's currently sitting 2 tenths above him. Accelerator now into the pits. Noodles is going to be on his lap with a more evolved track than what Accelerator had, so it's going to be
and Oz Curtis.
Battle between
Oz Curtis
guys.
looks like he's missed the boat here, mate. He's just coming out now. He's got 1 minute 27 to get around. 1 minute 25.
Yeah. Oh no, Cubistic Flunky has bailed out of that lap. And Waddington retires in the pits. Waddington goes P9 with a 1:18.042. And what is Cubistic doing? Cubistic's taken a bit of a shortcut there.
There are cars
causing despair.
everywhere. Do you know, fun fact, Duck, and all our viewers as well, I have scored all the points for McLaren this season. Every single one of them. All the points.
Did McLaren not finish in the top 15 last night?
All the points.
All the points. All right.
Every single one.
Here we go. So riding on board with Noodles now as he opens up that DRS. This is going to be the man to see. This is going to be the man to beat, I should say. Only currently less than 2 tenths down on Accelerator ahead. Curtis behind him, less than 4/100ths of a second.
Remix is out.
You know, it's good. Oh, Remix is retired. There you go.
Left for Dead does a great first sector.
What are your predictions? Chat, I want your predictions too. What are we going to do here?
Noodles, Curtis, left for Dead, medium. Oz Curtis!
Noodles.
Oz Curtis is just invalidated. He's not going to get it, he's just invalidated. And now he's caught on the beach. It's all over for Oz Curtis.
Right, so the highest that Curtis can finish is P3 currently. We'll see if Left for Dead can pin him and put him back down into P4.
Oh, this is going to be tight, Duck. This is going to be tight.
It
Noodles
is.
1.5 tenths up on his previous time. So Noodles comes around the straight, looking to get into pole position. Can he take it off? He can! Noodles gets pole position by 300ths of a second. Noodles, pole position. Left for Dead up into P3. Accelerated P2, Oz Curtis. P4, he's invalidated. He won't do it better. Bremer P5, Remix P6, Hugs Hug P7, Jack Sully P8. Can he improve? No, he's invalidated as well. So we've got qualifying all done. Absolutely.
So there we go, guys. Qualifying is done. P1 Noodles, P2 Accelerator in the Haas, P3 Left for Dead. Does manage to pip Oz Curtis and put him down to P4. Bremer for the Alpine in P5. Great start by him. OCE Remix in P6. Hug Shug P7. Jack Sully in P8. Waddington in P9. B&E Millsy rounds out our top 10 for the AlphaTauri. In P11, we've got Striker coming off the back of one preseason race that wasn't what he wanted. A Kozel P12, Rapid Mickey P13, Restless Orb and Mickey in the Red Bulls, both locking out 14 and 15. Top in 16, Cubistic Flunky 17, Abyss 18, JBO 19, and Rapid J-Rad rounding out the top 20.
With Matt Skill scoring all the points this season for McLaren. All the points.
How long are you going to hold that on for?
Until the end of this race. That's all I've got. This is all I've got. Can Kahoot ever say that he scored all the points for his team? I don't think he can ever say that. You know?
I don't think Bajola could say it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. So there it is, as you've seen it. Rapid Noodles pinning it by 300ths of a second against Accelerator. So one Mercedes on the top of the grid, whereas we look at the other Mercedes and it is right down the bottom in P16 for WRL Top. You're right, mate. So it's going to be interesting to see if Top can get a decent start and sort of find his lines, find where he needs to be, and then hopefully play the team game for Noodles up ahead. But I just don't think he's going to be able to do it this race. I think this is the race that can make or break a lot of drivers. So 31 viewers in the chat, guys. Thank you all for joining. We love to see it. Thank you so much for the support that you guys are showing. Chuck it into the chat. Who do you guys think is going to put it on? Who do you think is going to be in podium positions at the end of the race? So P1, P2, and P3. And who do you think is going to be our driver of the day? Because that one's an interesting one. I think there's going to be a lot of contention. So Noodles P1 for Henchman, Curtis P2, and Top P3. Ooh. I think you're a bit ambitious on that P3 call there, Henchy. Bremer says Noodles P1, P2 Curtis, and Bremer saying P3 for himself. Yes, RB McFlurry. J-Rad has just changed over to no traction control, like a real man.
Right,
none of the medium or the full traction control stuff, because he's a real man. So good on him. Top for driver of the day from Henchman. I think that could be a good shout. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So here we go. So we're starting on the grid. Formation lap. Oh, did I turn on formation lap?
Oh,
this could be interesting.
It's the glitch lobby. Oh, no.
Oh. I panicked then.
Glitch lobby there. I just have to go get a scotch. Scotch and Skillsy goes together.
Scotch and Skillsy?
Yeah. Get it in me.
I think it could be. It sounds like a very good mix there.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to come out of my mouth tonight, mate?
Yeah. So Left 4 Dead up into P. Yeah, well, anything.
$20, $20.
So Left 4 Dead up in P3. I know it's pretty much like a Mother's Day out here, Mother's Day fest out here. We've got Andy Hannafan's mum, who usually chimes into the streams and has her bit of a say. And I know that we've got Left 4 Dead's mum sitting there somewhere watching the stream as well. So hello to you.
Welcome,
Good
ladies.
to have you on board. Welcome. We love to see it.
Stay later for the Skilled Dick After Dark. We do it after the podium. And if you hit that subscribe button, then you'll get an extra 30 minutes. So, yeah. Hit that subscribe button, ladies, and you won't regret it.
Shit. Okay, moving on. So we've got Zoltan's call says Left 4 Dead P1, Accelerator P2, and Watto P3, and driver of the day Cubistic Flunky. McFlurry says Curtis P1, P2 Noodles, P3 Accelerator, and driver of the day Waddington. You know what? I think. Ooh, I don't know.
Do you know what? A Kozul sitting in P12, mate. He can definitely get it up in P4,
I reckon.
P5. A Kozul
I reckon
is certainly
so too.
faster than where he's Rapid Mickey as well. He can certainly get it up there. I wouldn't count Top out. I know it's not his favourite lap, but when it comes to race pace, Toppy can race. You know.
Yeah.
Mate, what a T1. Look at the drivers here. Would you want to be anywhere else? If you're looking for entertainment, you found the place. Wallaby Racing League, the premier racing league in Australia and Oceania. This is where it is at. You have not seen such classic drivers all in one grid.
Now, guys, if you have just joined too, we are also partnered with OCE Racing League. So Jeff, definitely check them out. And we're also partnered with Rapid Racing League. And we're sponsored by Sully's Shirts. You're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Get on board, jump over there, check them out, and grab some merch if you want to grab some merch too. So here we go. Lights are about to drop. I'm going to ride on board with. I'm going to jump on board with Left 4 Dead here and watch it from the start and see how the jump that he can get. I've got no controls. I've lost everything.
Lost everything?
Yeah. I've got no controls. I can't see the grid. I can't see anything.
Oh no. Well, we have just started. Noodles gets a great start. Left 4 Dead against two positions and gets Bus Accelerator on the outside there. Great driving from Left 4 Dead. Hugs up a position as well. OCE Remix has gained 4 positions up into P4 and he goes wheel to wheel now with Accelerator, who's having a horrid time of it at the start on Curtis into P5. Left 4 Dead gets the jump as Duck called it and he's up into P2. and we've got cars going everywhere at the moment. Oz Curtis gets past, maintains his position against Bremer, who's looking to make a move on Accelerator. Accelerator not getting the best start here, getting a little bit bogged down. He's on those hard tyres, and Oz Curtis looking to take advantage of that as well.
I'm going to have to quickly leave the lobby and then rejoin it because I've got no controls here.
Right, no worries, mate.
So, be with you in a sec, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, it's not even letting me leave. Ugh, this game.
Oh, the lobby's glitched, man.
Has it? Why? What's going on?
Everyone has stopped. Oh wait, no, everyone's back on now. Nah, it's glitched, man.
Okay.
It looks fucked. Well, unless my screen's fucked. I'm just
Language.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I forgot what's still
I'm
streaming.
joining back in. Can you send me the invite?
Yep.
I don't have a be right back screen.
I'll have to get one done.
Thanks, man. Can you just keep an eye on Discord and tell me if they're asking for a restart?
Yep.
God, this is frustrating.
No, not yet. It must have been my game.
Guys, I am so sorry about this. Alright, I've got everything back up. It looks like everything's running nice and smooth. We are good to go. Details, position changes. Alright, let's look at this. So, Rapid Noodles keeps his P1 position. Left for Dead up 1 position from P3 to P2. Remix up 3 positions. Curtis up, stays in P4. Bremer stays in P5. Kozel up a massive 6 positions. Accelerator drops down 5 positions. Hugshug down 1. B&E Millsy up 1. Waddington down 1. Jack Sully down 3, but Mickey up 3. We've also got Abyss and J-Rad also up 3. So the biggest loser of the bunch here would have to be Accelerator dropping 5 massive positions. And the biggest winner being Kozel up 6 positions. And Abyss already picks up a 3-second time penalty on his third lap.
I have to leave and come back, man. I'm in the wrong
You're
lobby.
right, man. You're right, man.
This game's cooked.
It is cooked. So you want to look at the tyres. Let's go and have a look at the tyres here. So starting tyres, everyone pretty much starting on the mediums. We've got a fair few. So Curtis, Accelerator, Millsy, Waddington, Jack Sully, Abyss top, and the bottom 2, JBL and Cubistic, all on the hards, whereas the rest are on mediums. So it's good for them. Left for Dead still out in P2, chasing down Noodles ahead of him. Currently 9/10 off of the lead. OCE Remix 1.6 seconds behind Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead picks up the fastest lap with a 1:21.087 on those mediums as well. And as we look at the chat, we see Easy Reaper in the chat, already in love with his Ferrari drivers. OCE Remix and Oz Curtis currently sitting in P3 and P4 in very strong positions. Let's see if there's going to be any team orders played here. OC Remix currently in front. Oz Curtis chasing him down though, only 8/10 behind. It looks like it's going to be quite a good battle between these two. Or is Remix going to let him pass? We've also got Bremer now coming up on the back of Curtis, chasing him down, only 6/10 behind. Kozel now within the DRS range as well, 8/10 behind, 9/10 behind. Hugshug just dropping off with a 3-second time penalty and 2 seconds down on Kozel. With Accelerator now chasing him down. B&E Millsy right on the back of Accelerator. Waddington 1.5 seconds behind. Jack Sully also just over a second behind Waddington. Mickey 6/10, 7/10 behind Jack Sully. It's going to be tight. There's going to be some close battles here, I think, but there's also going to be, I think this could spread out. You'll see a lot of little packs forming, I reckon, in the next 4 to 5 laps. you'll start to see him. And Noodles now takes that fastest lap back from Left 4 Dead with a 1:29.64. A very strong lap from Noodles. But look at this, Millsy already down to 11% ERS. He's wasted it all. 5 laps in. There he is. So here we go. So Curtis, the Remix. Curtis still chasing down his teammate ahead. Remix still 1.5 down on Left 4 Dead. Does he move over and see what Curtis has got and possibly switch positions back? Top already picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. 3 drivers now with time penalties. It's going to be... It's one of these tracks. Curtis still getting a bit slippy coming out of the uphill right-hander. And Bremer still... Is it? Yeah. Yeah, man. So this could be a very good strategy from the 2 Ferraris here. Remix on the mediums, Oz Curtis on the hards, so an alternate strat here. Remix is just going to be towing him along, but at the same time, he's towing along Bremer as well. I mean, that said though, the 2 medium tyres could drop off. Will be dropping off roughly in about 6 more laps, I want to say. Maybe 5. Push it. Matty, no sound again apparently. Can you guys not hear him at all? His audio's included. What about now? He says. Man, there are issues galore. They're still saying no, they can't hear. Far out. Yeah. I love this game. Gotta love this game, hey? So Oz Curtis now sitting 3/10 behind Remix, still on that hunt, still being towed along. What's going to happen though? Because I could see that Remix's tyres are going to start to fall off. Left 4 Dead now says, thank you very much, Noodles. I will take my fastest lap back and I will raise you. And here we go. Looks like there's going to be a move made. Is it going to be done? They hit! The 2 Ferraris collide! Oh. What is going to be... Why? What is happening? Remix, you would think, would just move.
And Bremer tries to stick his nose up on the inside there too. Bremer's watching this behind him, can't believe his luck. Bremer goes very, very wide, opens the DRS. He looks to take the inside line. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. But yeah, put it in the chat if you can hear me. It did say that my audio was not included when I joined.
Oh no. Guys, can you hear Matty in the party again? Unfortunately, Matty is heard. There he is.
And while all this is happening, Doug, Left 4 Dead has put his foot down and he has said, I'm faster than you, 2/10 behind Noodles right now. He is flying. So
we're going to watch the onboard battle between Left 4 Dead. Yeah, he's going to be...
Looks like Left 4 Dead's going to get the DRS down the main straight here, Duck, and it'll be interesting to see where he makes his move. But Left 4 Dead, it looks like he's thirsty. He's ready for the blood. He's ready to lose his virginity. Get into P1, Left 4 Dead. He's going to be a little bit too far behind here, I think.
No, it's a decent straight for the DRS. It'll catch him up. We're right on board. No, maybe not. You're right, definitely. So look at this in chat here. We've got the team principal of the Ferrari, who further up in chat has told Remix just to let him by, to let Curtis by. Obviously, it wasn't heard. Even though there was somebody that it was not received. Even though there was somebody in the chat who was also in a party with Remix and said, yep, I'll tell him now. It just didn't happen like that. It was so lucky that there was no crash between the two guys. So lucky.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There was definitely some contact between the two and
just
some
like
controversial stuff.
Just like Kahoot all through high school, he was rejected. The team orders were rejected as well.
That's it. So Accelerator, 8/10 behind. We've got any other close battle. Arcozal now down into P10. What's happened to him there? Is he pitted?
Jack Sully is in a bit of a ham sandwich here. He's a bit caught out. Jack Sully is. He's ahead of his teammate trying to chase down Obese. Striker, one of our new drivers in Wallaby Racing League. I heard he's one of the GOAT's uncles as well. Looks to be holding his own out there tonight, Duck. Under pressure by
He is definitely
Rapid
holding
Mickey.
his own. I think Arcozal must have had a spin because Arcozal's dropped down to P10. He hasn't pitted. So he's definitely found something to struggle with. Top's made up one position since the start of the race. He's also not enjoying it very much. J-Rad's still down the back. Flunky is now 11 seconds off of the back. Remix now picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's going to put him down a little bit further if Bremer can keep it clean. And there we go. Mickey now gets Striker for that P13 position and is now on the hunt for Jack Sully ahead in P12.
Is this a slow motion car crash for Ferrari? Are they going to replicate the Ferraris in real life? Are they going to crash and burn? Easy Reaper, how's your hair going, mate? Are you pulling it out? Oz Curtis, 2.8 seconds now behind Left 4 Dead. They've got to do something here.
Remix now also 2 seconds off of Curtis ahead, but Bremer still right on the back of that gearbox of the Ferrari ahead of him. Has a whiff and says, I'm here. Just remember that. I'm going to be getting past you eventually. I don't care how it's done.
As a whiff. As a whiff. A Kozel 4/10 behind Watto. He's going to want to make up these places. Is Watto going to be hold him off, or is he going to be too busy sipping on his cup of tea? You know how Watto loves his cup of teas. Being a pommy, being over the other side of the river.
Storm Damo, who did you say reset to track, my friend?
But here we go, down the main straight. Millsy, Watto, and Arcozal all in a bit of a battle here. Watto with a DRS gets very close. He's going to make it move. He's not. He's going to wait one more lap. But it does look like Watto has got the pace against Millsy. Is Millsy going to fight it, or is he going to let Watto through?
So Mickey was the one that reset to track.
Naughty,
just throughout
naughty,
the race.
naughty.
Just throughout the race, can you keep an eye on Mickey? Here we go. Waddington now gets B&E Millsy down the inside into the hairpin turn and takes it nice and smoothly and manages to keep the position as well. B&E Millsy now falling further back. Arcozal is now on the hunt for that position. He wants to regain his positions up ahead. He was in P6 at one stage, now back down to P10.
He's dropped off like coffee sex life, mate.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Bremer now, 3/10 behind the Ferrari. He's very, very close and coming up to the main straight as well with the DRS zone. He's a lot closer than last lap. 3/10 behind. Can he get the job done? He pumps his ERS. He's getting very, very close. Comes around this final corner. He wants to flat put it down here. He wants to stay in that slipstream for as long as he can. He opens his DRS wide open. 2/10 behind him. It looks like he's going to get the job done. He pulls over to the inside, and Bremer gets the job done on the Ferrari. And it's all going wrong for Ferrari right now. Bremer up into P4. What a move. That was nicely set up for the entire lap there to get that close, and then pulls over on the inside, gets the job done. Bremer
and Remix is around. Remix is around. He is spun. Remix has spun. That now puts him right down to back further. He's dropping back down to P10 now currently. As he gets himself back underway.
DNF'd.
Has he?
Well, I don't know.
He's just retired on track.
Retired on track. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't want to see that crap in Wallaby Racing League. I don't want to see that. That's not.
That's disgraceful behaviour.
He
Not gonna lie.
just drove straight into the wall. I was on board. And then when it didn't DNF, he DNF'd himself. Track.
Oh, I can't believe that. It's just disgusting behaviour.
Not a good look at all. It's not what we enjoy in Wallaby Racing League. That's as disgusting as when I was the girl in Thailand. Turned out to be a boy. That's, you start a race with expectations. And, what do? You just keep going anyway because it just sort of flops out. That's it. Unfortunately, Remix has flopped out of this race. On purpose.
So we've got a DRS train here currently going for B&E Millsy, Watto and Arcozal still. But Arcozal now right on the back of Millsy ahead. So it's going to be an interesting one to see if he can get those positions back. He's now up to P9 after quite a disgraceful retirement, really.
Just not kosher, is it, Duck? You know?
No.
Just like
no.
sleeping on
I mean,
a bed
that's
roasters. Sounds pretty.
unfortunately for him,
It's quite
that's
painful.
a race ban. That is a race ban too. So.
Oh wow! Oh,
He's-
Akozel!
he's
Up
now-
on the inside of Watto!
And has spun.
Goes round. Akozel goes round. It looked like a very weird spot to try and make a move, but he's definitely good enough to do that. Just touches Watto and it goes round as Watto right on the back of Millsy as well. This is some racing action. Racing action as Watto got close enough now to Millsy to make that move down that back straight. He's going to have to set it up over these last 3 corners. You want to try and get as close as you can. So you're within 3/10 of that DRS zone coming down that back straight. This is going to be very, very close. 3/10 behind him now. He's going to want to stay in that slipstream. Put your foot down around this last corner. It's a flat out corner. Stay as close as you can. He looks like he's going to be close enough. He's in his slipstream. Hits the DRS. Millsy goes one way, then goes the other. Watto chooses the outside line. Is that the right line to go? They
Definitely
just
not.
about touch. They go wheel to wheel. How can he get the job here? Watto, it's Millsy. Millsy looks like he's going to stay ahead just. He stays on the inside line, but Watto comes around the outside, makes a lawyer out of him, gets the job done on the outside. That's amazing driving. Watto up into P7, but it's not over. Millsy gets him into the hairpin. They just about touch. This is some great wheel-to-wheel action down here. Millsy and Watto.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's still going. Watto's still in front, but Beanie Mills is still putting the pressure onto Watto. Wants that position back, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think Watto is just that little bit too fast, and unfortunately Millsy is now starting to drop off that little bit.
Yeah, it's a great call, Duck. What a move by Watto. That's some nice wheel-to-wheel action as well. That was fantastic.
That's probably it's definitely the cleanest form of racing. Unfortunately, Storm Damo, I saw that you said that you'll drive the Ferrari next week. Unfortunately, mate, because that is a race ban for Remix for next week, no one will be in his seat. So that is only one lot of potential points for the Ferrari team. And as we look at the Ferrari team, currently Oz Curtis on track, P1, Accelerator now P2, Waddington P3, Beanie Millsy P4 as Noodles comes into the pits, Left for Dead into the pits. We've got Bremer in the pits and Hugshug in the pits. It's all starting here now as we go lap 14. I did say lap 4, anywhere from lap 12 to 15, yeah.
Absolutely. Is it Hugshug or Hug? I need to know, man.
Hugshug
Hugshug
night. I have no idea.
I like it. I don't mind a good hug in the evening.
That's it. Yeah, it's a race ban, easy. It's a intentional retire on track. He retired on track on purpose. So it's a race ban. I could be wrong. Check the rule books and let me know.
So Noodles and Left for Dead have come into the pits, but Noodles had a much better stop with Left for Dead 2.3 seconds behind, but Noodles does have that time penalty. So that's going to make it very, very interesting for the rest of this race. Restless Orb still yet to pit. 13 lap old mediums. Toppy is on 13 lap old hards yet to pit. Bremer and Hugs has pitted onto those hards. And so if the Restless Org and Striker can stay out a little bit longer, they're certainly going to have the fresher tyres come the end of the race.
So apparently Blake Boat says it wasn't his fault that he retired on track. I don't know how you could not intentionally retire on track.
I was on board. He spun, and then anyway.
Yeah. His parents were telling him to look at us when we were speaking to you, and when he spun, because he lost focus, he lost his blurt. I don't believe he should be. Nah, I'm sorry, mate, but no, that's that's still an intentional DNF. All you have to do is get back on track and keep going. I understand that you're being yelled at by somebody, but that's stiff shit. Sorry, guys.
Stiff shit.
Yeah, you just go put it into pause and go AI if you need to, but that's an intentional DNF. It's an intentional retire on track. Sorry, not good enough. So let's have a look at some battles that are close now. We've got Jack Sully on the back of Abyss, 4/10, still chasing, still closing, but unfortunately, there's no real major battles going on. Noodles is currently coming onto the back of Striker on the brand new hard tyres as Striker now ducks into the pits.
That's good news for Noodles because he could have held him up and made
well, it's given Noodles the DRS too.
Yeah, and he's got a bit of breathing space now. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So where does Striker come out here? He's going to come out behind Mickey and Cubistic. So he's going to come out P15, I believe.
So let's have a look at the penalty situation here. We've got Benny Millsy, Abyss, Jack Sully, and Rapid Noodles. Rapid Noodles has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. That's not going to end well for him, but that is very good for Left 4 Dead, who's currently 2.5 seconds behind Noodles, and we know that he has the pace to be able to hold, to be able to get right to the back of Noodles and sit there. He doesn't need to make the daring overtakes. If he can just sit there, then so be it. He'll take that position. WRL top sitting in 3-second time penalty. Hugshug 3 seconds. Kozel also a 5-second time penalty. It's just gone from good to bad to worse for Kozel, and Rapid JRab with a 3-second time penalty. Currently 21 seconds off the pace, and Rapid Mickey 1 minute and 19 seconds off the pace also. As we've got Noodles now looking to make a position, goes fastest lap with a 1:27.29 down the inside of Jack Sully and takes the position, and now says, all right, Abyss, you're next on my radar, let's take it.
Kozel having a nice little battle with Striker here. Kozel on the 3-lap old hards. Striker on the fresh hards is not making it easy for him. Kozel comes around that back straight. He should be able to get the job done here though with the DRS. He should just fly by him. He's definitely got a bit more pace. Where's he going to stick his car? He stays in the slipstream. He pokes out. Striker does move over a little bit. Doesn't make it easy for him, but Kozel with that DRS. Oh, but the switchback! The switchback as Kozel goes too wide. And Striker goes, thank you very much. I set it up and I knocked it down. Back into P13. Stay back there, buddy. I may not be known, but I know how to drive.
Very, very well set up too.
Oh,
there's
no.
been...
Contact.
Oh. So it looks like Striker has just cut off Kozel that little bit too much. We saw the similar incident last night. We won't get into it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens if Kozel thinks there's anything in it. Personally, that one there, I think, that one there, I think maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see it. We'll leave it to the stewards if something comes about it.
It's tough.
It is. Now here we go. Hugshug only one. Look at this 3-way battle for 10th, 11th, and 12th, I believe it is. No, 9th, 10th, and 11th. 3 wide down the front straight as Hugshug now takes out P9. Bremer still sitting in P10, and then we've got WRL top in P11, just jostling for positions, and unfortunately is already dropped back 7/10 off of those guys. So now it's going to go into a 2-way battle between Bremer as he goes the long way around. No, he doesn't. He's going to sit there and he's just going to sit right in his rear. There's probably about a bee's dick in between that.
As Hugshug looking to, even if he does finish the race in the top 15, he won't join the elite club of McLaren drivers with points because he's a reserve. FYI, Hills will still be most points won. Oh, we've got a safety car, virtual. Yes, safety car, full safety car. Why? That's weird.
No, it's Rapid Mickey. Yeah. I can't even see it because no one's going to pass him.
Looks like he's in the pits.
No, he's on the back straight. He's on the second straight. Yeah.
Well, that just proves it, Duck. Tier 2 and Tier 3 are the much better drivers. So
That's it.
Safety car's that has worked in perfectly for the guys at the front. Watto, Millsy, they can all come in now and get that free pit stop. Abyss as well. Left 4 Dead comes into pit. It'll be interesting to see what he puts on then. I don't know if he had another set of mediums, does he?
Don't know. I mean, it depends. He should start with the 2. So
yeah, he does. So he does fresh set of mediums.
Yeah.
Along with Noodles as well, puts on those fresh 7 mediums.
Do you know what? Do you know who is in a very good spot for this though?
Curtis.
Curtis is currently sitting in
Perfect.
P1. Took massive advantage of that safety car. Now darts in for the medium tyres, and he could potentially go for another set of mediums too, if he
We've
can
got
go,
13
unless he
laps.
can go all the way.
13 laps left, Duck, and this is absolutely shaking it up. It's changed the game. It's changed the game. Noodles down into P7 now, hoping that the guys in front of him would have to pit, but the safety car comes out, and Oz Curtis says, thank you very much. I'll make it up to you, Easy Reaper. I'll take out the win. Still the nicest guy on the grid.
Another person in a good position here, left for dead. I know he wants to be further up, and probably would have been if it wasn't for this safety car, but he's got the pace to be able to crack down on these guys ahead. Beanie, Millsy, Waddington, Accelerator, possibly even Curtis. It could be a good jostle for P1 and P2 between Curtis and left for dead later on in the race here. But it's just going to come down to patience and penalties too, to be honest. Because left for dead, no pens. Curtis, no pens.
Noodles, no pens.
So Noodles, did Noodles? Oh, Noodles, yeah, got rid of his 5-second penalty.
Served it in the pit. So we've got a
Good
race on our
shout.
hands.
Good
Jack
shout.
Sully is going to be under some pressure by Noodles, but
I
Jack
think
Sully can
so.
defend. Absolutely. He defends better than my missus when I want some. Oh, she's just walked in. All saying all nice things, babe. Get out of the commentary box, please.
How'd you even get in here?
Yeah.
Apparently Mickey has left. Yeah, Mickey has ghosted, so he has left the session. Has decided to quit the race and just leave the session. So Mickey won't be reserving for a while after that. Arkozel has retired in pits.
What?
Oh, that's a shame.
Why is
Mate,
he retired in
it's
pits?
top 15. Top 15, get points, guys, and you're up in there. What are you doing, Arkozel?
It's not good for the Alpha Romeo team. It's a bold strategy. It's a bold strategy, Doc. I don't think it's going to pay off. Don't think it's going to pay off for him. Good for my McLaren driver. JB gives him a chance. He's serving his penalty now, getting that penalty off.
He is indeed, yeah.
I don't think he's going to have
Smart
time to
moves.
catch up to the safety car, though. We'll see.
No, he will. I think there'll still be 2 laps to go on the safety car.
Okay.
He'll catch up.
Come on, JB. One position, mate. Get those points. Join the elite skillsy club.
Yeah, Storm Damer, he definitely did quit and leave. I will be chasing that up shortly to figure out what happened there and why. He is just a reserve, and if he just left because he didn't want to race, well then he'll be losing some. He actually will be losing his reserve role, for that matter. It's not what we want to see.
That's 2 dog acts in one night, Duck.
Yeah. Yep.
If we get a third one, Skillsy's going to explode.
Yeah.
I will lose it. There'll be a genocide.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. As an admin, it's just poor sportsmanship. I get. Don't get me wrong. I will say this now with Remix. I understand where he is coming from, but
yeah, true, 100%.
it's just like I understand, and I get it. I 100% get it. Believe me, I'm a 34-year-old guy, and when my parents are staying with me, I can barely even jump on the Xbox because they just crack it. And you know, I'm 34 for goodness sake. But when they, if your parents are yelling at you or something like that, just go AI. Just go AI. Once they leave, sweet, no worries. I'll start it again. Or just once, you know, if you can, just say, look, let me just retire in pits. I'll come out. I'll do what I need to do. I'll change the bet if I need to.
Well, let's not go too far. But yes, I totally agree.
A reserve driver for what, Damo?
Zoltan, if McLaren don't score points here, right, and even if Hugs Shuck does, I will still be the only full-time McLaren driver to score all the points for the McLaren team. A feat that has not been done by any other driver in any league, you know,
That you know of.
that I know of. And that is a club that people want to be a part of, you know.
And
People,
when
people
when somebody
idolise championships and they idolise race wins. That's not where the elite club hang out. The elite club hang out with the only points scored for their team. That's why I'm a team principal, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in that position. And if you work hard, Zoltan, you can be in that position too one day. Are we back racing? Did we miss that?
We did. That is our fault. Sorry, guys. But there we go. Oz Curtis does seem to get a decent start to the lap there. 8/10 in front of Accelerator already. Accelerator still trying to hold off Waddington behind him. Beanie Millsy 4/10 down. Left for Dead must have been caught sleeping. Only 1.3 seconds off of Beanie Millsy ahead of him. Noodles now chasing down Left for Dead ahead of him, saying, "Come on, mate, I'm coming. I want that position back." Jack Sully 5/10. Hug Shug 4/10. Bremer 3/10. It is still close, and we are not going to see it fall apart anytime soon.
No,
That I
Hug
know
Shug.
of. Rapid J-Rad, though, still a lap down.
Yeah, very sad for Rapid J-Rad, but he's on that no TC for the first time ever. Hug Shug
Yep.
had a double overtake in that start as well, so up into P8 there. Hug Shug had a great start. Left for Dead 5/10 behind Millsy, and we now get to revisit the Noodles Left for Dead battle. But Oz Curtis, you give him some fresh air and you put him out in front. He's putting purple sectors everywhere right now, and he's going 1.7 seconds down the road. So Left for Dead and Noodles are going to have to get some driving done tonight if they're going to catch him in 11 laps.
And look at Watto, now only 2/10 on the back of Accelerator, charging down on the main straight, opens up his ERS, pulls out to the right. Let's see what happens here as he pulls back in, tucks in behind Accelerator, and says, "No, I'm not going to bother. It's too far back. I'm not going to make any dangerous moves." Yeah.
So, yeah, Accelerator's going to have to try and get out of that DRS zone, because if Watto stays on his butt like this and there's DRS, he won't be able to defend like that very much again. But certainly Accelerator looks like he's got a little bit more straight line speed than Watto.
Well, here we go. Waddington around the outside.
Does he get the move done? They do nearly go wheel to wheel. They are wheel to wheel now. They just about touch, but they don't. Watto's known for his clean driving, and Watto gets the job done on the inside as Accelerator goes a little bit wide. And they might say that he should have accelerated a little bit more around that corner as Watto up into P2. But this battle is far from over yet as Accelerator says, "Mate, I'm coming for you." 2/10 behind with a DRS zone coming up. Millsy with pressure on him now. Left for Dead 2/10 behind him as Left for Dead will want to be chasing after this podium tonight. It looked like everything was going right for him tonight before the safety car came out, and now he's going to have to get some driving done as Oz Curtis, with all his battles behind him, is nearly 3 seconds up the road. Left for Dead and Noodles, if they have a chance to catch him, going to have to clear this field fairly quickly.
And there it is. DRS has now been enabled too. So Left for Dead, only 2/10 off of the back of Beanie Millsy. He knows he can get it done. He's got the pace. Beanie Millsy also has that 3-second time penalty. But I think the standout for me so far in this race is definitely Waddington. The moves that he is making, the cleanliness of his driving is just second to none. Those moves down the inside and just, they're unreal.
It is. You hit the nail on the head. It's second to none, mate. It is jaw-dropping driving. He's doing with a cup of tea in his hand as well.
As JBO now picks up another time penalty too.
Yeah, P15 though, so he will pick up points. Not as many points as Skillsy did. Skillsy finished P14. Picked up double the amount of points as JB's on right now. That's double the amount of points. Left for Dead, 3/10. Currently behind B&E's Millsy, and he just can't get the job done. Can he get the job done now? With DRS open, they're going to have a couple of corners before the last corner with the DRS zone. Oz Curtis 3.1 seconds now ahead of Watto, who's doing a great job at keeping the field behind him, and he's on for a podium here. He can get the job done. So Left for Dead here, around the last corner. He puts his foot down. He's going to get some DRS zone coming up. He's got Millsy in his sights. He stays in the slipstream. Where's Millsy going to put his car? He's going to keep it there. There's not much he's going to be able to do about this one. Left for Dead, DRS wide open. Pulls out on the inside. They go wheel to wheel, and he gets the job done before the apex. Left for Dead, up into P4, 9/10 of seconds behind Accelerator, and he is looking speedy. Can he catch Oz Curtis stuck? Can he do it?
I think he can. He's got the pace.
He's so quick.
He's so quick. Noodles now on the back of B&E Millsy says it's my turn. I want that position.
Wow.
Now I'm still chasing. It gets the position made very easily too.
Wow.
It looked like Millsy just moved straight over for him then.
Yeah, Millsy knows, not my race. I haven't got the pace,
Yep.
and just let him through. So Noodles now, put pressure on Left for Dead. Not the ideal situation for Left for Dead, as he tries to chase down Accelerator in front of him, who is gaining a little bit of pace now. Accelerator 7/10 behind Watto. He is getting a few laps in here. Got some good pace on this lap here. As Hugshot goes up into P6, he's having a race of his life as well. So Noodles 3/10 behind Left for Dead, and we're going to get the Left for Dead Noodles battle here as we come up to the last couple of corners on lap 25 of 33. Don't go anywhere. Hang on to your seats as Hugshot pits up a 3-second time penalty. So Noodles here
It's
coming down
up
the
to
back
9
straight.
seconds.
3/10, 2/10, DRS wide open. He does pull out on the inside. He doesn't get the job done. He does get the job done before the apex. And Noodles gets the job done on Left for Dead and makes it look easier than buttering a piece of bread at your grandma's house. Noodles up into P4.
You've just made me think really hard then. I was like, why is it easier to butter bread at your grandma's house?
I had nowhere to go.
The moment,
I had nowhere to
dude,
go.
honestly, the moment you said that, though, I'm like, it actually is. Every time I go there, the butter at her house is so easy to spread
Because
compared
she
to
leaves
mine,
it-
which is rock hard.
She leaves it in the cupboard because they don't have the strength in their wrists because of their arthritis to spread the butter anymore. Whereas we take it for granted. We put it in the fridge because we've got the muscle. That's why.
That's why.
Fun
Accelerator
facts and skills.
now on the charge back down on Waddington, only 4/10 behind. Now Waddington also almost 4 seconds to Curtis. Curtis looks like he's got it all wrapped up here. I don't want to give him the commentator's curse though, so that's
Well, you
probably
have.
should not do that again.
You put Oz Curtis out in front of a pack, mate, and he drives. He can drive. He's like Lewis Hamilton.
No,
Great,
absolutely.
great from the front. Great from
I
the front.
wouldn't say Lewis Hamilton.
Well, great from, great with clean air. You know what I mean? He's
No,
great. He's
because
great at
Curtis
leading
fought
from
his
front.
way through.
Well, this is true, but ever since that pit stop, But you're right.
Yeah.
He definitely did work his way through, just like a great driver, Lewis
Whereas
Hamilton does.
we also know that Lewis Hamilton can't fight from mid-pack.
Well, can't or won't, I just think
No,
that he
can't.
likes crashing the drivers around him,
So if it's Alonso, he'll take it.
That's right, I just like listening to Alonso and Rosberg giving Hamilton shit. Like, they both have made their feelings very
Oh, the
clear.
move from Bremer down the inside into the hairpin turn, and beautifully done too on B&E Millsy. B&E Millsy is just struggling, just dropping further and further behind the pack here. Jack Sully is now going to be chasing down B&E Millsy as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. Can he pull up the 1.6 seconds now? Oh, sorry, 2.2 seconds now.
I was going to say, Doug, I checked Millsy's helmet because we know when Jack Sully changed his helmet, he definitely gained a few tenths of a second, but his helmet is not too bad. I can confirm that his helmet is not the issue. It's definitely his driving.
So we're now starting to see a DRS train here. Waddington, almost 4.5 seconds off of Curtis, and then the DRS train starts from there. Accelerator 6/10, Noodles 6/10, Left for Dead 6/10, Hug Shug 7/10. It is going to be a brutal train here.
As Accelerator 4/10 now behind Watto, we're going to get a late battle here. 5 laps to go, and Accelerator slowly closes gap. We know that Watto is one of the best defenders in F1 sim racing. Can he keep Accelerator behind? I think that's why Oz Curtis is probably 4 seconds up the road as well, because Watto's got Accelerator to contend with, and he keeps shutting the door on him, keeps rejecting him out, and he's got Noodles behind him as well. So we've got a great battle here for third place, Duck. Or for second place.
I think it's going to be a great battle for second and third,
Absolutely.
and possibly fourth, to be honest, as well. So it's just going to be intense from here on out, I think.
JB was battling with someone and he spun, now 11 seconds behind in P15. He'll still gain half the points that Skillsy has this season.
Well, JBO will move up to P14 because Mickey will be disqualified because he left the session, hasn't come back. He's decided not to come back.
Joins the elite
So
club
that'll
then.
joins the elite club. And then Hugshug, you're reserved for the night. He's
Hey, there's a contract
let's
coming
just-
his way.
So Waddington now darts over to the right side of the track, pulls back into the left to try and break that DRS, to try and break the slipstream, I should say. Manages to do so. Accelerator still unable to get the position made up on him, but does close up the gap to 3 tenths, now 5 tenths. Noodles still only 4 tenths. Left for Dead still dropping off a little bit more, is only 7 tenths, 8 tenths behind. Noodles ahead of him. Hugshug 7 tenths behind. We also need to keep in mind that he has that 9-second time penalty. Blake Boat's calling Oz Curtis, Noodles, and then Watto as the top 3. Yeah, thanks, Sench. No worries. I want to see the tyres. They're all on mediums, pretty much. One driver is on the hard. 2 drivers are on the hards.
So everything is status quo. It's going to come down to who's managed their tyres well, who's got fuel, did anyone under fuel in this race? It doesn't look like it at the moment. So it's really going to come down to who managed their tyres well. Watto's done a lot of defending. So has that hurt his tyres? Can he get them
I think it would have, for sure. Absolutely. Like it has to have hurt his tyres. So Noodles still trying to chase. This is just, it's going to stay like this. Left for Dead, 3 tenths off of Noodles. He's managed to catch up from the 8 tenths that he was down and is now on that charge. This is what we saw from him in the first stint. He was behind Noodles by quite a margin, and the next thing we know, he was right up the backside of him. And it looks like he's going to be doing it again.
What can Accelerator do? Accelerator's got to defend Noodles behind him. But he's going to want that second place. He's got to want that second finish. So how can Accelerator set Watto up? Can he set him up like a blind date? That didn't make sense.
Oh! Accelerator is around though. So no podium for Accelerator. That is the Haas around. Now drops down to P8, possibly P9, possibly even P10.
Absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. And Noodles had to try and avoid that. He's put the brakes on and has put Left for Dead right in his rearview mirrors. He was already there, but it has given Watto some breathing room. And you would think a person by the name Accelerator would know not to put the accelerator down that quickly. You know, he just lost traction, lost the tyres, lost it away, and just spun around, just like Tina Turner. That spices things up then. Left for Dead.
Yeah.
The DRS wide open. Puts him right on the back of Noodles, so he's got 2 laps to do it. Can he get the job done? Can Left for Dead get up into P3 and get himself a podium? Has Watto earned the right for a P2, or can Noodles get up there? But it looks like Oz Curtis, with 2 laps to go, touch wood, no commentators, Curtis, will finish this race in P1. Easy Reaper's got to be absolutely frothing over it.
Yeah, Easy Reef, we're really happy with this. This is the driver that he wanted in the draft. I remember him talking to me about it, saying that if I can get anyone for Tier 1, I want Curtis. Managed to get Curtis in the Ferrari, and this is exactly the reason why he wanted him. He shows that he's got the stamina, he shows that he's got the reliability, and it shows that he's got the pace to put himself up into where he needs to be to score some good points for the Ferrari team.
His helmet's a bit boring, Duck, and that could cost him come later in the season.
I mean, so's Noodles. Noodles is just plain red.
Oh, come on, guys. Clean your act up, seriously. Clean your act up. What's Left for Dead?
So Noodles is now 4 tenths behind Waddington and closing. 3 tenths, 2.5 tenths, 2 tenths. Back to 2.5. This is going to get interesting. It's going to get spicy between these two. 1.5 lap, or actually pretty much 2 laps to go for Noodles to be able to gain that position on Waddington. Waddington gets a little slippy out of the back end here. Opens up that DRS. Can he pull himself in? Is he going to go down the inside? Is he going to make a dive? He doesn't. He sits back and gets the better exit.
He's going to have to watch Left for Dead behind him. Watto's tyres look like they're absolutely screaming. It looks like he's struggling a little bit on the exits of these corners. So Noodles looking to pounce. Left for Dead looking to get the double overtake. Left for Dead has saved more ERS as well. Noodles down to 14%. Left for Dead's got 27%. Watto 25% ERS as well. Let's see if that plays
So-
a part. They come up to the last couple of corners.
Yeah, so this will come in handy for Watto. Watto needs to just hold strong with his ERS. Now he's down to, what is he down to? 29, so almost 30, whereas Noodle's down to 19. Dumping it now quickly to 14. Loses a little bit of it, but he's close enough to be able to be in that DRS range. Same with Left for Dead as he opens up. Noodles now 1/10. Can he go it? He gets it done on the inside. And here we go. Waddington now loses out to Curtis, to Noodles down the inside, but Waddington does say, "I'm going to fight back."
And
Left for Dead
Watto
looks
left
to make a little bit of a
just
move.
about touch. And I was riding on board with Watto for that move. What was really nice is they came into the second corner. Watto knew the job was done. He had to pull out and let Noodles by.
So penalties coming into the end of the race here. Hugshug 9 seconds, Benny Millsy 9 seconds, Jack Sully 3 seconds. So that puts Accelerator, Striker, Restless Orb and Cubistic up a fair few positions. We've got Abyss 6 seconds, JBO 3 seconds, WRL top is 3 seconds and JRAD with 6 seconds. So your bottom four there, 14, 15, 16 and 17 will stay in the positions that they're in, except for Mickey, who will be disqualified and down to P17.
So Oz Curtis, this has been an absolute masterclass by him. 7 seconds out in front. He went the hard to medium strategy. It paid off for him. He got the safety car. He got the cheap pit stop. And Oz Curtis wins the Portugal Grand Prix. Noodles then comes through for P2. Great drive by him. Watto stays on the podium P3 and Left for Dead. He'll be absolutely spewing, but a great drive for him. P4, Bremer P5, Hugshug P6. After those penalties, Jack Sully P8 and Striker P9, Restless P10. Millsy, he was struggling all day, just couldn't get it right. P11, Cubistic P12. Oh, hang on.
I've had a, no. There's definitely a bit of a
Glitch
here because saying Accelerator is P2 for me, that's definitely
same.
not the case.
Same, Mickey's
That is
P8.
definitely not the case, guys. So we'll keep. I'll go back
Someone
into
take
the
a
timing
screenshot
charts.
if you're in the game. If you're in the game,
Yeah.
take a screenshot of that finish. Check a flag for us.
I'll go back through the stream, clip it to where I know everyone's crossed the line before he does. Left for Dead, you are definitely 4th place. Rapid Mickey, driver of the day, I don't think so. We'll move on. Driver of the day for me, I can't go past Waddington with his cleanliness and the amount of
And just sportsmanship as well. He just pulls out when he has to.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing it all while drinking a cup of tea. It's amazing. If he wasn't drinking cups
So
of
I'm
tea, he's
just
probably
going to
win the
go
race.
and invite the guys to the party. So we need... Who do we need? So we need Curtis,
Noodles,
who
Watto.
I don't have, Noodles and Watto. Where's Watto? Why aren't you online? It's alright. I'll invite him through here. So, Curtis, invite to party, Noodles, invite to party, and Waddington, invite to party. Alright, so we've got Noodles, just waiting on Curtis and Waddington. Definitely not waiting on Accelerator. I don't know what he's doing up there. Love the timing glitches from this game.
Okay, you got a timing glitch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
man, we got
thank
a
God,
timing glitch.
thank God. I was about to
Yeah.
fume. I was ready to fume.
No. Sorry, mate. We got
No, it's
to
time
call it
glitch,
the way
bro.
the game calls it, mate. You know.
Thank you. I was about
Yeah,
to
that's
start
it, you're
fuming.
P3 now?
No. Sorry.
So just waiting on Curtis to see if he joins. I'm not sure if he's going to. I don't think he usually does these sorts of things. Finalis, hello. Welcome to the chat there. It doesn't look like he wants to. So we might kick off with Waddington. Waddington, can you just make sure that your audio is included?
I've done it, mate.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, man. Waddington, man, P3, some very clean battles, some amazing overtakes too, some actually killer overtakes. We've got a few of them on stream. But, man, tell us about your race. What was going through your head with those overtakes?
I was worried coming into it because obviously I joined late, and it helped me racing here on Sunday. Just gone. So, yeah, I think it was it Millsy I had that battle with? I think it were, right?
Yeah, Millsy, you had a big battle with for quite a while too.
Yeah, I just couldn't shake him. I couldn't shake him. We just kept passing each other, DRS after DRS after DRS, and that was kind of my initial plan, so we could pull each other away. But towards end, I knew Noodles were coming quickly. He is rapid. He is so fast. It's crazy.
And your tires, what were they at the end? Because they were starting to fall off a bit. We could see that the
50
timing charts were just slowly.
Yeah, 50%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, look, man. Congratulations, P3 in the opening race here for WRL. I don't.
Absolutely
look, to be honest,
fantastic driving,
I
Watto.
yeah,
Thank you,
I can
mate.
see some more. I can see some more podiums for you coming.
Thank you, and also congrats to Noodles and Curtis. Curtis ran the league of his own once that safety car got deployed. So GG Swim.
Absolutely. As we move on to our P2 place getter, Noodles, man, look, I think it came down to the to that safety car. I reckon if we didn't have that safety car, you would have been in a very good shot for P1 there. Tell us about it.
I'm sending a report to the safety car. Curtis paid them a zinger box or two.
Pretty sure Curtis stopped on track to cause it. No, I'm kidding. He didn't.
Probably. Anyways, no, quali was a bit surprising. This is a track I'm not very comfortable at, but I'll take a pole. Left foot was just following me through. Had a little mistake, so he caught up a little bit, but either way, I knew I was in a comfortable position. I knew there was places I had more speed than the other drivers. Then yeah, that safety car took the win away from me basically, but not fuss. It was fun battling Watto, Millsy, all the other boys around to get that P2 in the end. Watto, I do miss you, former Raptor teammate. But yeah, that was very fun. I'm excited for the season.
Now,
Yeah.
Going into that race, did you at any stage think that Left 4 Dead was going to be your main battle throughout most of that race?
No. I'm
No?
not gonna lie.
Because
I think the battle I really had was the car in the tire temps.
It was the car, yeah.
Yeah. On a
'Cause,
track
I mean,
on a track
at
like
one-
this.
the first stint, yeah.
On a track like
No,
this,
that's
where
fair.
you need a lot of control with the car. Like, it's a high demand for control. I knew that was my only battle. Even turn one, I think I perfected it for every single lap. Apart from overtaking, but that's different. But perfecting turn one, that was my only issue.
No, well, that's awesome. Skillsy, have you got anything that you want to add?
I just thought it was a great race. I think it was tough for the safety car, but he definitely fought back at the end there, especially on old tyres as well. So great race, Noodles. And Watto, mate, that was some clean driving. I really, when Noodles had ya on turn 2, I think the second last lap, he sort of just pulled out of that move. Great sportsmanship, man. Just great driving. It was incredible.
Yeah, it's very
Absolutely.
tricky to get 2 cars through turn 1. Very tricky unless you run over that bump on the inside curb, which is just going to send you flying anyway. So there's no point.
I would kick you out of Rapid
even
anyway.
risking it.
Would you throw in the Euros?
There it is.
And Watto, what's your tea of choice after a race like that?
I don't drink tea, mate. I don't drink tea.
Oh, get off
No,
it.
it's not. You're not British. Go away.
Get a zinger box, mate. Keep you happy.
All right, well, guys, that's it from us tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't get joined by.
Oh, we don't have the race winner here.
No, we don't have race winner. Curtis
he
hasn't.
He
joined
spent
us.
all his money, that's why.
That's why he spent all of his
Noodles,
money on the
you get
safety
P1.
car.
Thank you.
But guys, congratulations to the podium getters, Waddington, Noodles, Curtis. I know you're listening. Congratulations to you guys. Fantastic battles all the way through. I think Skillsy. I think again, like we've already touched on it. I think our standout for the day was definitely Waddington in terms of the cleanliness, the amazing overtakes. And just even the wheel-to-wheel racing that he's had, there's definitely respect shown, not just by him, but also by the drivers that he was battling with.
Hi.
But yeah, I think for us guys, Tier 1 was definitely a race to watch. And you know, I said it last night in chat when I was racing. I wish that there was at least one safety car in our race last night because it pulled it all back together and it made for an interesting race. I think no safety car in one race is just
Sucks.
it got a bit boring. It just got a bit boring. So I am glad that one came out tonight. But guys, it was absolutely spectacular racing. So well done. That's it from us. That's it from myself and Skillsy here. The Skilled Dick Show is finished.
Just
Like he
remember the
said,
buttons
guys,
that are
stick
watching.
around.
If you have subbed, then stick around for the next half an hour for the Skilled Dick After Dark.
Alright.
Weird blokes.
Anyways, guys, we will leave it with you. Have a fantastic night, and we will see you guys next week on Sunday for Tier 3 race number 2. Where are we? We're
in Hungary.
We are in Hungary, guys,
Skillsy will be
so
racing.
get
Who scored
practicing.
most points for his team.
Except for your
I'm hungry for a Zinger box.
reserve. There you go, we'll get at it. Go and speak to your team principal, he may get you one.
I've told him to report the safety car.
That's it. Alright, lads, well, take it easy. Thank you all for joining. See you next time.
Like
Phew.
Nice.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.
No worries.
Hope you enjoy that.
That was
Mate,
great.
you must have been spewing with that safety car.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh,
that was shit.
I knew I was saying safety car 1, but main thing in races, I worry about that my actual pace, and I knew I was quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
you were.
it's
You
a
were
win.
rapid, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Why did you go
Mm.
medium to hards instead of hards to medium?
Because I wanted a good start against everyone else behind me. I wanted distance.
Yeah, fair call.
That was my
Yeah,
only
shout.
thinking. It happened in Bahrain last night, in Rapid. I started on hards, I got fucking swamped by Jared and Coxie. And I said, nah, can't have this happen